Young man rumble, never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic, dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Put in the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Green Bay Packers. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 76 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Chubb on the counter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Whip. Watch the whip. Kill.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. There goes a deep ball. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Check. Here we go. Check. Then we're going to 53. Check.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
A run for Nick Chubb. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 yards there and a first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 29.
They run again on first down, Chubb, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Flushed out right. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Switch up.
First and 10 at the 20.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. B.J. Goodson there on the tackle. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Rashawn Gary make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Marr able to put this one through. course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move, the Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League, where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Throwing on second down. Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. 25 yards that time. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on second and 6. Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now it's Rodgers, and able to find Graham, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. Rodgers now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 50.
Throwing is Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40, the 30, the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Maher on for the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good...
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. C.J. Anderson in the game. He gets it here. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
From the 38, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Do you think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, 2nd most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And Graham's got it, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time, as that leads us to a 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. The connection made. It's Graham. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
26.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Brown. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time. We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the Packer pressure, and down he goes. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Here's Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. On second down, it's Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, here we go. 4-8. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. A big play that time out of Chubb. 45 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on first down, Prescott. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
A quick throw here out to Cobb. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. These Cowboys looking good here at AT&T Stadium. Of course, they were really good in this building last year, 7-1 in their 8 games played at home. The only loss was on a Monday night to Tennessee. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tramon Williams. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now Jones. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And that's complete to Adams. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Following the penalty, Chubb. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. It's caught. Cooper. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. You got to deliver.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career, and he's going to need another one right now. Now a toss left side into the the hands of his tight end. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Hey, box truck.
54's Mike.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Safarian Jenkins has it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
The tackle made by Blake Martinez. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Zadarius Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Well, that run good for 6 yards, but they're still looking up at a 3rd and 15. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15. To throw is Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A give running right is Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of... And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the...